The Swan Who Learned to Dance. On the quiet edge of Moon Lake, where fireflies floated like tiny lanterns, and the wind told secrets to the trees, lived a young swan named Leora. Her feathers glowed silver in the moonlight, but despite her beauty, Leora carried a secret ache in her heart. Leora could not glide as gracefully as the other swans. She wobbled, splashed, stumbled, while the rest floated like clouds. Whenever she tried, the older swans whispered, "A swan who cannot glide is a swan who does not belong." Their words weighed on her wings. One night, unable to sleep, Leora wandered to the far side of Moon Lake, a place where swans never went. There, under the violet glow of the moon, she found something extraordinary. A lone grey heron stood on a rock, moving in ways she had never seen. He spun, he dipped, he swayed to the song of the wind and ripples. It wasn't gliding, it was dancing. Leora watched, mesmerized. The heron noticed her and gave a slow, respectful bow. "Why do you move like that?" Leora asked. He smiled with his eyes. "Because the lake sings a different song for each of us." Leora felt her heart lift. Could you teach me?" And so, every night after, the swan and the heron met in secret. He taught her how to balance on moving water, how to listen to the wind's rhythm, how to let her heart move before her wings. At first she stumbled. Oh, she stumbled a lot. But every time she fell, the heron said, "Falling means you are trying. Trying means you are becoming." Slowly, Leora stopped trying to move like a swan and began moving like Leora. One dawn, as the sky bloomed pink, she returned to the main lake. The other swans stared, ready to laugh, ready to whisper, but this time, Leora did not glide. She danced. She spun across the surface, sending silver droplets into the air. She dipped her head in graceful arcs. She leapt lightly from the water, her wings catching the sunrise like crystal. The lake fell silent. No one had ever seen a swan dance. Some gasped, some whispered, some cried. But Leora, for the first time in her life, she felt whole. The eldest swan swam forward, voice trembling. "You have brought a new beauty to Moon Lake. Not the beauty we expected, but the beauty we needed." From that day on, Leora was no longer the swan who couldn't glide. She became the legend whispered at every sunrise, the one who taught the lake that being different is its own kind of magic.